life turns on a dime, as in within a month or so, I finished reading a big novel, a popular one, and known as one of Stephen King's best novels. It is titled 11/22/63, and I recommend it. The main gist is a high school teacher going back in time to prevent the JFK assassination, and within its 800 plus pages, there are similar stories related to preventing tragedies, and there is a romance and tied to it all involving the personal life. So it's not just high world stakes; it is the personal life that is, harmonizing is like a dance. And there were just so many setups and payoffs that's like recall backs that was pleasing. It's like in a new way that's like, yeah, I would definitely do those types of tricks in my writings. Several sequences that I would just kept turning the pages on because it just kept me on edge. And it happened with trying to rush in to save JFK or trying to save Harry's family on Halloween night. And yeah, there was a middle section that was like, oh lol, but it needed there to be, not just to, take a breather from it all, but just to build up the personal life of George Amberson. And I think if it's for the novel, yes, I think I could have trimmed a little bit, but it's like I said, it needed to be there to get into to the more exciting stuff, and it makes him all the more human. Arthur said that he took years of research. In fact, he was going to write it around the 70s, but it's just too much, with a lot of time he had on. But he said he was glad, and I think it benefited the story because we had, more time to theorize the chain reactions of what ifs and not. I think it provides, what happens if we try to change something that we don't want to go through, like pain and stuff. And it just recognizes that there's always a good thing, bad thing, with all causes, reactions to it. Like there's something that always happens that we don't like, but it had to happen for something that's great or good. And especially towards the end, after the excellent climax, is like, yeah, maybe it had to happen. I'm just saying like that. I don't know where I would rank it from all the books I've read from Stephen King, which is not saying much, but I do recommend this book. This would be a good time to read anyway.